starting off with a bare face, and I've already moisturised my face with the La Roche-Posay Effaclar H, and I've also put my absolute favourite product ever for the lips, the Elizabeth Arden 8 Hour Cream on my lips to soak in and make them all nice and soft while I'm doing the makeup. So now I'm going to prep my skin with the Ordinary High Spreadability Fluid Primer. This is really great for dry skin. I just find, even though it's a bit of a strange consistency to get out, it's kind of like a gel. It's really, for me, has been one of the best primers I've ever tried. I know that Mario, Kim's makeup artist, use exclusively Chanel products for this tutorial. We're not going to do that. However, I am going to use the Vita Lumiere as a foundation, but I'm also going to mix it with my favourites, Iconic London Illuminator Drops, because her skin looks really dewy and really flawless. I'm going to pump some of the foundation on my hand. Take a Real Techniques beauty blender and start blending. I think this Real Techniques blender, I'm not actually sure the official name of it, but I actually really prefer it to anything I've ever tried. It's got a really nice soft sponge that I think works really well. And then I'm going to take it down the neck. You don't have to if you haven't fake tan like me, but I have tan on my body and none on my face, so I just sort of want to make sure it blends in seamlessly. Next I'm going to use the Illamasqua Skin Base, which is always my favourite to use as a concealer, and I'm going to go in and spot conceal any little areas that need just a bit more coverage. I'm going to leave the under eye area clear of product at the moment until after I've done the eyes, because we don't want any fallout that we'll have to clean up. So next I'm moving on to the eyes. So Mario said that he used the Chanel Ombre Premier Longwear Cream eyeshadow in undertone. Now I don't have anything really like that, so we're going to improvise. So I'm going to use the Zoeva Halo, which is actually like a, it's really hard to explain, it's like a gel highlighter, which this could either go horribly wrong, but I feel like from looking at the picture of the Chanel product, even though it's a slightly different colour, I feel like it might have a similar effect, like as a base, like as a sort of creamy base, I guess. So I'm gonna have a go. Also, if you want to use a primer, go ahead. It's just that I have quite dry eyelids that it just makes them drier, which defeats the point of the look. For the crease, Mario said he used Chanel's Ombre Premier, it's so hard to remember. He used Chanel's Ombre Premier Longwear eyeshadow in Vision, if that's how you say it. I don't have that either, so I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, and the colour looks in the picture most like Cypress Umber. But I feel like in the actual pictures of her, I don't know if it was with the flashback, it kind of looks more like Cypress Umber mixed with a bit of burnt orange. So I'm going to go in first with burnt orange and then add Cypress Umber. And next, with a denser brush, I'm going to go in with the Cypress Umber. Cyprus is actually where I'm from, guys. I'm half English, half Greek Cypriot, and I grew up there, so I feel like this is my colour. Then back to blending. Just going back and forth to intensify those colours, because I can see in her crease when she looks up, you can really see that orange. And if you feel like you've come a bit too far down, just use a wet wipe. And just swipe that. I don't want it to look too sharp. I'm going to blend it a little bit. So then next, Mario said he applied a small amount of that brown colour to her eyelid near to her lash line, almost like a sort of liner. So again, going back in with Cypress Umber with a small little brush. I wish I could tell you how hot it is. It is so warm with all these lights on and the window closed. So the eyeliner for this look looks really soft. It really doesn't look like he added too much black. There was definitely no winged liner. So I'm just going to go in really close to the lash line with the L'Oreal Super Liner Black Lacquer Waterproof, and just literally the thinnest of lines just to intensify what we've already done. And then I'm going to go back in again with the Cypress Umber, again just to intensify the lash line. So next I can see that on the inner corners of the eyes he's applied white type of colour, which I think he said is called Sable. Anyway, we still don't have Sable, so I'm going to use the MAC colour, this one here, it's called Mylar. I'm going to take that into the corners of the eyes, but then I'm also going to add a pigment after, but I want to have done the lower lash line before I do that. Next I'm going to apply some mascara to my top lashes, and this is Max Factor's Masterpiece. This is a waterproof version in Rich Black. Before I bring that down onto the lower lash line, I'm going to put my lashes on and I'm also going to conceal first before we do that. Next I'm using the Huda Beauty lashes in Giselle #1. Love these. As you can see, I've used them probably about 10 times already and they're still in such great condition. So I'm just going to pop these on and I'll be right back. So now that the lash is on, I'm going to move on to the under eyes so that I can then finish off the under eye makeup. Now this wouldn't be a Kim K look without pretty decent highlight and contour. Although having said that, she has really kind of taken it down, I think, like recently. But I was watching a Mario masterclass and he said that he uses the Bobbi Brown correctors. Now this is a makeup artist universal palette, so you really don't need this. You can buy all these shades separately. So I'm going to use Porcelain Bisque and Light Bisque mixed together to counteract the kind of bluish purpley tones that I have under my eyes, and then after that I'm going to go over it with some concealer. So it's the kind of peach tone in this that will counteract. You don't want to apply it all the way here, just where you have discoloration under your eyes, because it will counteract that colour. So then when you apply concealer on top, it's not shining through. And I'm going to blend that with my Real Technique sponge. As you can see, that's already made quite a dramatic difference to my under eye area. So now I'm going to go in with Illamasqua's Skin Based Foundation, again as a concealer, but this is a slightly lighter shade than the shade I used to conceal any spots or anything like that. So this is the shade that's going to go under the eyes. And again, I'm going to blend that out. I'm going to slightly highlight the chin and the middle of the forehead. Next I'm using the Laura Mercier powder to set the under eye area and the forehead and the chin and anywhere else that looks slightly shiny. Oh, and I'm using a Real Techniques. I actually don't know what brush this is, the pointed foundation brush, but I kind of like it for powders. Next, to finish off the under eye, I'm going to go back in with just Cypress Ombre, but really on the edges, because Mario even said that he barely put any shadow on the under eye. So just to tie it in with what we've done on the top. So I'm going in with a little pointed MAC brush. Next I'm using the Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara. Love this. It's so cute and so handy at getting into those hard to reach areas. Why do we have to make this face when we do bottom lash mascara? I don't know anyone who doesn't do it. Next I'm going to apply temper to the brow bone. You just want like an off-white matte colour. Next I'm using MAC pigment in Vanilla, and I'm just going to wet the brush a bit with my Mario Badescu spray just so that it picks it up better. I feel like it's not quite highlighted enough as it is in the picture of Kim. So I'm going to go in with the Morphe 350 Shimmer Palette. I'm going to use this colour here. Moving on to the eyebrows, I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in Ebony. Kim's brows are quite defined and sculpted in this look. And guys, I'm still growing out my eyebrows, so they're all over the place. But trust me, I am determined not to get them waxed or shaped until they are the shape that I want. Because really, I need the hairs to be growing all here. And at the moment, they're just growing on the ends and it's looking really sparse and it's like, bleh. So I'm using the Benefit Give Me Brow to keep them in place. I'm going back to the Bobbi Brown Universal palette. Again, these are all their concealers, which you can totally buy separately. So I'm going to use this shade here to contour. And also I'm using the Real Techniques. I'm not sure which brush this is. Oh, the contour brush. I actually used the right brush for once. Kim's super bronzed in this look, so I'm next going to go in with MAC's Give Me Sun, a little kabuki brush, and going to get bronzed. This will also set your contour if you use the cream contour like I did. And just with the excess, I'll take it through the jaw. She also has a kind of peachy, pinky colour, like in her cheeks as well. So as a blush, I'm going to use this very old Bourjois blush creme, which I think is the closest thing I have to that colour. So for highlighter, I'm going to go back in with the Iconic London Illuminator drops first. I'm going to blend them in with a damp sponge. Pop it down the nose. Forehead in this area. Then I'm going to go over the top of that with the MAC Soft and Gentle Mineralized Skin Finish. Next for the lips, they look really natural and really kind of like a nudie pink colour. So I'm going to use the lip liner by L'Oreal in, what colour is this? In Beige Anu 630. Then I'm going to apply Soap and Glory's Extreme Plump over the top as a gloss. Wow, a lot of that came out. And that is the makeup finish. So now we're going to move on to the hair. Kim's hair was done by the amazing Silva, who used all Tony and Guy products, which again, I do not have. So I'm going to use what I have. So first I'm going to use a heat defense spray, and this is the one by Charles Worthington, Strength and Repair. So I've sectioned the hair off and I'm going to straighten this in sections. So I actually had washed my hair last night and blow dried it. So it's actually really, I find for my hair, like second day hair, so much better than first day hair where it's all frizzy, especially for a look like this. And then secondly, I'm going to use the Got To Be Crazy 4 Days Sleek Hair. It's a straightening spray that's heat activated, and I actually think it's amazing. I used this before blow drying my hair, and it says that you can use it again for touch-ups if you're going to straighten it, which I'm going to do now. So I'm going to apply, oh, maybe I need to turn it on first. I'm just going to apply this to the hair. That's really dangerous with a candle, isn't it? And then I'm going to start straightening these sections. Okay, then we're going to take another section. And I'm just going to leave the top part of the hair. And then again, I'm going to apply the heat defense spray. And then the straightening spray. Don't get it in your eye though. It smells really nice as well. It smells really fruity. It's like, reminds me of like a fruity cocktail. Then I'm going to use the John Frieda Frizz Ease Perfect Finish Polish Serum and just run that through the ends of the hair. And this is the finished look, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please subscribe by clicking on the subscribe button below. Like this video, it really helps me out, and I'll catch you guys next time.